Ooh, Lox Bagel out in the desert. Ooh. Another day, another dollar. I'm gonna go and get a little bit of water. We have a local community source. There's a lot of different ways you can get water when you live off grid and don't have a well. We don't, oh, ow, I just burnt myself so bad with coffee. We're gonna fill up that 300 gallon IBC tote, take the truck, and we're gonna go fill it up at a local community water source where it's super cheap. Obviously we don't have a well here. It costed quite a bit of money to try to get a well at $13,000 to $20,000 just to see if you can even get water. I don't think it's really worth it right now. Every couple weeks, picking up about 200 gallons to 300 gallons. Then I fill up my poly tank, which is 1,200 gallons. There's a lot of other different ways we can do it. Everything's constantly changing here and we're constantly building up and figuring out new ways to do things. So right now this works the best, so we're gonna go get some water and I'll show you how I pump it into my 1,200 gallon poly tank. And one thing you gotta know, and I'm sure everybody already knows this, but it's always important to start your vehicles at least once, twice a week. Keep everything going. Listen to that. So yeah, this truck has been quite a workhorse. Love this thing. Alright, let's go. Okay, here we are at the water filling station. This specific place is a community water station where, as you can see, the prices are really good. They have two different types of hoses, the 2-inch or the 3/4. Looks like you got to bring your own. Luckily, I carry them in my water set. Here's what I carry in my water setup. We got 3/4 inch tube, the 2-inch tube, pumps, jacks, and also wanted to say that you can also, with the 2-inch hose, fill up at different water hydrants. Let's say in an apocalyptic situation, if I had to, I could go source out water and carry around my pump, suck it up into this tank. And just regular old city water. Things that are very important is you want to make sure that you don't put too much weight on your trailer. So water is very heavy. There's other ways it could be done. I could get water delivered, and I'm also doing rain catchment techniques that I'll show you in another video. It isn't so bad doing it this way. I mean, that way I can always monitor and watch how much water is being used on the property. I actually conserve a lot of water this way. Be surprised how much water we overuse in this country, especially out here in the desert. It takes a lot of recycling and reusing. When you're out here in the desert, you gotta have a lot of different ways to source out water, whether that is catch it, suck it out of something. There's water around, you just gotta find it. In this case, I can utilize the community. It's a 50 cents for 50 gallons, it's $1 for 100 gallons, $2 for 200 gallons, and so on and so forth. So it's pretty cheap this way, and all I gotta do is haul it in and make sure I don't consume so much so I don't have to keep doing it. So this is how we pump it into the poly tank. Got the IBC tote here with a little mini sump pump that sucks the water out of there through that pipe up to here. Cool thing about this is I got this electric running from the house. I just got a little extension cord. But what I find the coolest about this whole thing is it's running off of the sun right now. Completely free energy. This is sun energy that's running this pump right now. Super cool. Off of these solar panels that are really shittily just put there. I had to put them this way because there's boards I can't seem to put the panels next to each other. I'm gonna redo this whole setup. I'm gonna redo this whole setup. I'm gonna redo all these things. Dump some compost while we're at it. Ever-built non-submersible transfer pump. It goes 1 1/10 horsepower. It's 1.8 amps, 115 volts. It's a really handy little sump pump. I got 2 of them. You could buy them at either Lowe's. This is how it works. Nice. The IBC tote that I'm using for rain catchment, I'll show in a later video, just to show you guys that I don't just haul in water. While that's still pumping, I'll just show you the structure of this. Yeah, and I just quickly built it. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it works. Works with what I need to get done. Oh, look at that. Grass growing. The cool thing about the tire structure though is like eventually I could adobe it. I want to make this like something cool, like store cool stuff, or maybe put the pump in there. I'm not sure. Just kind of playing with it right now. Definitely like and subscribe and follow the journey, because I plan on doing a lot out here. This is just the beginning. These are just quick videos right now, just to kind of get it flowing, but later on I'll do more how-to videos, how these things work a little bit more in-depthly.